Welcome back to another weekly Anchor Update. I'm Brody.
And I'm Tim. Today's top stories: troops from New England are being deployed in the Middle East, a tractor-trailer fuel leak sparked a hazmat response in Lincoln, Mayor Lombardi defends his decision to use government funds to fix his personal truck, and the next phase of construction is outlined for the Washington Bridge. But first, we'll hear from Joe about our on-campus events.
Thanks, Brody and Tim. Here's what's happening on campus. Portuguese Conversation Circle Session 2 is taking place Wednesday from 1 to 2 p.m. at the Bistro. This is a non-academic space designed for Portuguese learners of all levels to come together, practice speaking, and connect in a relaxed setting. The event is open to students, faculty, and staff. Also happening Wednesday night, the Resident Student Association is presenting the Think Fast game show from 7 to 9 p.m. in the Student Union Ballroom. Students can take part in a fast-paced, trivia-style competition and test their knowledge for a chance at bragging rights and prizes. And on Thursday, the campus police department, along with the Department of Emergency Management, will host active threat, active shooter training in Gage Hall, room 200, from 10 to 11:30 in the morning. The training is part of the college's ongoing commitment to campus safety and is open to the entire college community. For more information on any of these events, you can visit the RIC events calendar online. Now for the weather report with Jamie.
Good morning, Anchors. This is your weekly weather brought to you by the Anchor TV newscast. We got a better weather situation this week, better than the last 2 weeks where we had a blizzard that surpassed the blizzard of 78. Despite some rainy skies, you should have more time to shovel your driveways and clean using your snow blowers because the weather will be a lot clearer this upcoming week. We got clear skies all day today. Thursday and Friday, we have 90 to 100% chance of showers, so bring your umbrella to campus. We got a break with no rain and cloud skies on Saturday, so make your plans then. Sunday, we get hit with half a chance of rain again. And finally, Monday and Tuesday brings us clear skies once again. The temperatures will slowly increase throughout the week as well, starting at the 40s and slowly creeping into the 60s, which means spring is coming soon. That is all for the weekly newscast weather. See you next week, Anchors. And now let's hand it over to the Anchor TV sports team.
Hello and welcome back to the Anchor TV Weekly Sports Recap. This is Shane Marshall and Duke Korma. Here's the latest highlights on RIC Athletics, all from Sunday.
Gymnastics went out to upstate New York for a 4-team meet at Utica University, finishing first with a total team score of 189.375. Junior Peyton Green finished first all around with a total score of 38.150. Classmate Molly Pompey was third on vault, while senior Abigail Bunch finished bronze on bars.
Track and field took part in the New England Division III Championships in Boston. The men finished 24th out of 30 teams, while the women finished 28th of 33 programs. For the men, senior Brandon Mota and junior Enrique Edjang finished 5th and 8th, respectively, in the weight throw to earn all New England honors. The women were led by senior Haley Oliver, who finished 4th in the 3,000-meter event and broke the school record again to earn all New England honors.
Wrestlers notched all region Northeast honors for RIC in the NCAA Northeast Regional Wrestling Division III Championship. Fifth-year Aiden Ferreira and freshman Dominic Souza had sixth-place finishes at 174 and 125 pounds, respectively. Fourth-year Will Hunt placed 8th at 157 pounds.
That's it for the Anchor TV Weekly Sports Recap. Here's Jill Guilfoyle with the upcoming schedule.
Thank you, guys. Here's what's coming up for RIC this weekend, alongside spring break. Track and field will spend Friday and Saturday in Boston again for the New England Open Championships. Both days for the men and women will start up at 10. Gymnastics will be hosting the NCGA East Championship on March 7th at the Murray Center. Competition begins at 1. Women's lacrosse plays at Curry College Saturday starting at 11. They'll follow up with a March 11th contest at Salve Regina starting at 6. They'll have their first home game versus Keene State on March 14th beginning at noon. Baseball starts their road trip down the East Coast. They begin with a game at Immaculata University on March 5th. Then they head down to Raleigh, North Carolina from March 7th to 9th for 4 games against William Peace University. They'll finish out the road trip in Washington, D.C. for March 10th and 11th matchups against Catholic University. Finally, softball makes a trip down to Florida beginning March 7th to play against a multitude of teams. They'll close out the Florida trip Thursday, March 12th with games against Marywood University and Curry College. For the Anchor TV sports team, this has been Jill Guilfoyle. Have a RIC-tastic spring break, sending it back to the news team.
Thanks, everyone. Now for today's top stories. Troops from New England are heading to the Middle East as tensions in the region continue to escalate. Members of the Vermont Air National Guard's 158th Fighter Wing are deploying overseas to support ongoing United States military operations tied to rising conflict involving Iran. Officials say the move is part of a broader effort to reinforce American forces and allies in the region. Lawmakers across southern New England have been briefed on the situation as federal leaders evaluate their response strategy. Officials have not released a full timeline for the deployment, but say the mission is aimed at maintaining stability during a volatile period.
A tractor-trailer fuel leak sparked a hazardous material response in Lincoln Monday morning. Officials say the truck began leaking diesel while traveling through town, forcing crews to shut down part of the roadway as they worked to contain the spill. The Lincoln Fire Department and a hazmat team responded to prevent the fuel from reaching nearby storm drains and waterways. Absorbent materials were used to soak up the diesel, and environmental officials were notified as a precaution. Traffic was temporarily diverted while crews secured the scene. There were no reported injuries. The cause of the leak remains under investigation.
The mayor of North Providence is defending his decision to have Town Department of Public Works employees repair his personal pickup truck following recent storm cleanup efforts. Mayor Charles Lombardi says the truck was damaged while he was helping clear debris. He argues that because the vehicle is being used for municipal storm response, it was appropriate for town workers to handle the repairs. Some residents have raised concerns about whether public resources should be used on a privately owned vehicle. The mayor maintains that no taxpayer money was misused and says the situation is being taken out of context. No formal action has been announced at this time.
The Washington Bridge is back in the spotlight as state leaders outline the next phase of construction plans. Governor Dan McKee joined officials from the Rhode Island Department of Transportation to provide an update on progress and what drivers can expect moving forward. The bridge partially closed last year due to structural concerns, creating major traffic disruptions across the region. Officials say upcoming work will focus on long-term repairs and reconstruction, with efforts underway to minimize additional delays. Some lane shifts and temporary traffic changes are expected during active construction. State leaders say they will continue providing updates as the project moves ahead, emphasizing safety and long-term reliability for one of Rhode Island's busiest travel corridors.
That's all we have for you this week. Thanks for watching, and
We will see you next week.